I read the Iliad when I was in 6th grade, and I just remember I couldn't get into it because there were so many characters, and I felt like, this has nothing to do with me. I couldn't really understand it.
Anger be now your song, immortal one. Achilles' anger, doomed and ruinous, that caused the Achaeans loss on bitter loss, and crowded brave souls into the undergloom.
To fully understand the Iliad is to hear and see it performed.
O Zeus, and all the immortals, may this child, my son,
O Zeus,
become like me, a prince among Trojans,
leaving so many dead men carrion for dogs and birds. And the will of Zeus was done.
What makes the Iliad a classic? Because it's a good story. It's a good story that survived. That's it.
Someday men will say,
hold on hard, dear friends. Come, sweat it out.
Time for Homer, everybody. All right, no other options.
And this is the guy who writes the poem that starts Western literature. That's the extraordinary thing.
I don't care if they fall like rotted logs, give their soul to Hades and give their flesh to dogs. Because Kleos and Time are the names of the game. You take them from a man, it's like you deflate his fame. I swear that I won't fight until my ship is in flames. You better feel my anger, even gods know my name.
The final test of poetry is like the final test of music. You listen to it. What does it sound like?
And with his point, wounded her trailing hand. The brazen lance head slashed her heavenly robe worked by the graces and cut the tender skin upon her palm.
I mean, the Iliad's pretty old, so I mean, it's kind of like, sometimes it doesn't feel as relevant, but I think when you're reading it out loud, you kind of get like that, you make it more relevant to how people feel today.
Raging lion like wrenching it from the Trojans' hands, then struck him with a sword cut across the neck and killed him.
It is the humanity of the Iliad and the horror of war, both of which can be seen as cliches. But because they're so brilliantly etched, it has lasted and enters our consciousness all the time.
This book, hypothetically, could be taken anywhere 20,000 years from now, and people would look at it and say, yes, that's about who we are. That's our humanity.
Achilles understands the costs as well. I mean, even though he's a killing machine.
But what I can do with my hands and feet and my own power, I'll do. I'll not hold back, but go straight at their lines. I don't think a Trojan who gets within my spear range will have reason to feel happy. For now, I'll fight the others, any man I chance to meet.
Poets bring today's audiences back to Homer's project of entertaining with poems and performances that demand philosophical reflection.